That is so tasty. The Founder is the latest movie that has Michael Keaton, which centers around the story of like the rise of McDonald's, what it came to be. Well, we see it in every corner now, how it all started, and it has Michael Keaton playing as the guy Ray Kroc, who might be considered like the founder, but is the guy who took the plans from the guys who started this whole thing and decided to run it and make himself like his own foundation, like his empire or something. And we follow his story of how he started out making his own things, and then his paths cross with the McDonald's brothers. They bring him in. He starts, studying them, wants to learn more about it, and eventually it becomes the McDonald's that we know today. And this movie, it kind of reminded me like The Social Network. I thought like of Facebook for McDonald's. I was like, there's gonna be these two people. They're gonna start up this thing. They're gonna bring in this other person, and then that person takes those plans, tries to run with it. This movie as a film is a little bit more different, really. And although I thoroughly enjoyed throughout the movie, I feel like there were some things where I thought maybe suffer from it. I feel like The Founder could have been better if it was more kind of like court case, kind of like you might have, characters here and there like to serve the main ones, but the parts that this movie worked better was like, especially the second half, when Ray Kroc finally tries to stick it to the McDonald's brothers. They try to send him to court. I wanted to see more of this dialogue driven between the characters, more like that. And for a while they don't even kind of like go face to face no more. It's more like telephone conversations. I wanted them all to be in the same place to add more tension. You don't know what happens when they're in the same room. I wanted to see one try to outdo the other, and I feel like more Ray Kroc was just kind of like playing around with these people, and they just passed by, not knowing what he was gonna do. Especially one of the McDonald's brothers, who I thought was really, I was like, you're very forgiving very easily. I'm like, you should be more like Nick Offerman's character, his other brother. Have a purpose, but don't get so easily run over by other people and think that, oh, it's fine and whatnot. No, you need to worry a little bit more about this stuff. If not, you're going to lose your company. And Michael Keaton as the character, he is shining, okay? He's coming off right now of like hits a Birdman spotlight. His talents are well known in this too. I like that they set him off first as a character who's trying to make it in the business. I rooted for him for that. They set him off well. It's really his story. It's his movie that he carries. It makes me very interested. But then, when he shifts over and starts becoming more like how kind of Jesse Eisenberg was as Mark Zuckerberg, I'm like, I'm not sure if I can get behind you, but I love your methods at least still. I like how you're taking this, trying to put a wool over the people that are supposedly your bosses. And it was interesting to see how McDonald's became what it was, having the pieces of like, it just became like this, like he learned how it was a quick service kind of thing, and as it went on, they started changing up a little bit things, like adding different kinds of milkshakes and expanding the business, and then how those businesses kind of changed from the original product. You can gossip everything all you want. Once it goes through one person to another person, it's gonna change, honestly, and I like seeing that aspect of how McDonald's changed like that. I'm gonna have to give The Founder a B. Let me know, guys, what you thought of this movie. Did this make you crave McDonald's after all of this in the comments below? And as always, roll an empire, laugh, smile, repeat.